The headline blazed across screens and newspapers worldwide: Japan delivers state-of-the-art warship to Philippines, a new era in Asian maritime security. It was a story that had been building for months, whispered about in diplomatic circles and debated in military briefings. Now, it was front-page news. A headline that signaled a turning point not just for two nations, but for the entire region. Today, January 12, 2026, that headline became reality. As the sun rose over Manila Bay, the city awoke to a new chapter in its history. The date would be remembered, not just as a day of delivery, but as the dawn of a new era in maritime defense and cooperation. Manila Bay buzzed with anticipation, its usual morning calm replaced by a sense of excitement and purpose. Crowds gathered along the waterfront, their eyes fixed on the horizon, aware that the strategic map of Asia was shifting before their very eyes. The air was thick with expectation, as if everyone present understood the significance of what was about to unfold. This wasn't just another ship arriving in port, it was a bold statement to the world, especially to those watching from across the contested South China Sea. The vessel represented advanced technology, international partnership, and a clear message that the balance of power in the region was evolving. On the docks, military officials in crisp uniforms, government leaders and foreign dignitaries mingled with journalists from around the globe. Cameras flashed, microphones were thrust forward, and every handshake and nod was captured for history. All were acutely aware of the moment's gravity, knowing that this event would echo far beyond the harbor. The silhouette of a modern warship emerged from the morning mist, its gray hull slicing confidently through the water. It was more than just a feat of Japanese engineering. It was a symbol of alliance, trust, and shared vision for a secure future. Japanese engineers watched with pride as their creation approached its new home, a testament to months of collaboration and hard work. For Filipinos, this moment was deeply personal. Families waved flags, Navy officers stood at attention, and faces young and old watched with pride and hope. The arrival of the warship was a promise kept, a tangible tool to defend their seas, protect their livelihoods, and assert their nation's sovereignty. The ship's journey from Nagasaki to Manila was more than a simple delivery. It was a carefully orchestrated mission, a strategic repositioning with global implications. As the vessel crossed open waters, it carried with it not just advanced weaponry, but the hopes and expectations of two nations determined to shape their own destinies. Fireboats sprayed arcs of water in a jubilant salute, a Navy band played stirring music, and the Philippine flag was hoisted high above the new guardian of the seas. The ceremony was both celebration and solemn vow, a public declaration that the Philippines was ready to defend its maritime frontiers. This was not an act of aggression but a demonstration of resolve and unity. It marked the beginning of a new chapter for the Philippine Navy and the entire region, signaling a commitment to peace, stability, and mutual respect in increasingly turbulent waters. The message was clear: the Philippines is now an active, capable player in its own maritime destiny. The crew stood tall, their eyes on the horizon, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead with newfound confidence and strength. As the sun climbed higher over Manila Bay, the silhouette of the new warship stood as a beacon of hope and determination. A new era had truly arrived, one that would shape the future of the Philippines and the region for years to come. As the warship slowly docked at the bustling port, anticipation filled the air. The ship's name was finally revealed: BRP Raja Sulaiman, proudly displayed on its hull. This name pays tribute to a legendary Filipino ruler who once stood bravely against foreign invaders, symbolizing the enduring spirit of resistance and national pride that lives on in the hearts of the Filipino people. This vessel is far more than just advanced military hardware. It is a floating embodiment of the nation's spirit, resilience, and ambition. The BRP Raja Sulaiman stands as a powerful symbol of the Philippines' determination to assert itself as a sovereign maritime power, ready to defend its territory and uphold its independence on the world stage. For countless Filipinos, especially those whose lives depend on the sea, this ship represents tangible hope. It is a promise to protect the country's vast waters, safeguard the livelihoods of fishermen, and ensure that the nation's precious marine resources are preserved for future generations. The presence of the Navy brings reassurance and pride to coastal communities. The ceremonial lowering of the Japanese flag and the raising of the Philippine flag on the ship's mast marks more than just a change in ownership. It is a powerful act, symbolizing the dawn of a new era, one defined by self-determination, national dignity, and the forging of a proud, independent path forward. The BRP Raja Sulaiman, with its sleek steel hull and modern design, stands as a testament to the country's ongoing commitment to building a capable and modern defense force. It is a visible sign of progress, innovation, and the nation's resolve to protect its sovereignty. For the dedicated crew who serve aboard, this ship is much more than an assignment. It is a source of immense pride and a heavy responsibility. As the first of its kind in Philippine service, it challenges them to set new standards of excellence and to honor the legacy of those who came before. Beyond its military capabilities, the ship also stands as a symbol of international partnership. The collaboration between Japan and the Philippines is built on mutual respect, shared values, and a common vision for peace and stability in the region. The BRP Raja Sulaiman is a living monument to reconciliation, friendship, and a shared commitment to a free and open Indo-Pacific. It represents hope for a future where nations work together to ensure security and prosperity for all. More than just a warship, it is a beacon of hope, unity, and the enduring power of diplomacy. The BRP Raja Sulaiman inspires not only its crew, but an entire nation, reminding all that peace and progress are possible when nations choose to work together. The BRP Raja Sulaiman marks a quantum leap for the Philippine Navy. Built with Japanese expertise, it boasts a combat management system that gives the crew real-time awareness of sea, air, and undersea threats. Its advanced radar and sonar systems extend the nation's defensive reach, tracking everything from stealth aircraft to submarines. Armed with anti-ship and surface-to-air missiles, naval guns, and torpedoes, it's ready for any threat. The ship's helicopter deck adds versatility for anti-submarine operations. This vessel transforms the Navy from coastal defense to a true blue water force. Filipino sailors now have the tools to protect their interests and secure their maritime heritage. The future of Philippine maritime defense has arrived. Japan's delivery of advanced military hardware to the Philippines marks a profound shift in its post-war pacifist stance. For decades, Japan's constitution strictly limited its military activities, focusing solely on self-defense and humanitarian missions. But now, the world is witnessing a new chapter in Japanese security policy, one that acknowledges the changing realities of the Indo-Pacific region. No longer content with self-defense alone, Japan now sees regional stability as vital to its own security. Japanese leaders are rethinking what it means to keep their nation safe, recognizing that threats to peace in Asia can quickly become threats to Japan itself. By empowering partners like the Philippines, Japan strengthens collective security and the rules-based order. This approach is about building trust, sharing responsibilities, and ensuring that smaller nations are not left vulnerable to coercion or aggression. The rise of an assertive China has accelerated this shift, making freedom of navigation a shared priority. As maritime tensions grow, Japan and its partners are determined to keep vital sea lanes open and uphold international law. This isn't charity. It's a strategic investment in regional order and Japan's own interests. By supporting allies, Japan is also safeguarding its own economic lifelines and national security. Japan is stepping up as a security provider, building a network of like-minded partners across Southeast Asia. Through joint exercises, intelligence sharing, and capacity building, Japan is weaving a web of cooperation that extends far beyond its shores. This proactive pacifism means deterring conflict by empowering allies, not abandoning peace. Japan's new doctrine is about preventing war through strength, unity, and mutual support. The Warships transfer is the clearest sign yet of Japan's new doctrine. It's a tangible symbol of commitment, signaling to both friends and rivals that Japan is ready to defend the peace it has cherished for generations. It's a commitment to a stable, lawful Indo-Pacific, where might does not make right, and where nations work together to ensure a future of security, prosperity, and peace for all. The BRP Raja Sulaiman's arrival shifts the balance in the South China Sea. For years, China's dominance went largely unchallenged. Now the Philippines has a credible deterrent. Beijing will likely protest, but the new frigate raises the cost of aggression and signals resolve. This move inspires other Southeast Asian nations to seek similar partnerships, strengthening regional resilience. The goal isn't confrontation, but collective capacity to uphold international law. The ship's presence deters conflict, giving the Philippines a stronger diplomatic hand. The future of the South China Sea will now be shaped by all nations with a stake in its stability. The partnership behind the BRP Raja Sulaiman is remarkable, given the painful history between Japan and the Philippines. Decades of patient diplomacy and Japanese development aid rebuilt trust, transforming Japan from former aggressor to reliable friend. Economic cooperation laid the groundwork for security ties, starting with Coast Guard collaboration and joint exercises. The transfer of patrol vessels paved the way for today's advanced frigate. This journey from wartime enemies to security partners is a testament to reconciliation and shared values. The sight of a Japanese-built warship in the Philippine Navy would have been unthinkable a generation ago. Now, it's a symbol of a mature, forward-looking partnership. This transformation offers a lesson. Diplomacy and mutual respect can bridge even the deepest divides. Together, the two nations face the future as true partners. The Philippines-Japan security axis has drawn global attention. The U.S. welcomes it as a model of integrated deterrence, easing its own regional burden. Southeast Asian nations, especially Vietnam, see it as a template for modernizing defenses through partnerships. Some ASEAN members remain cautious, wary of great power competition, but recognize the shift in naval balance. Australia, the UK, and India support the move, seeing it as a boost for the rules-based order. China condemns the development, but must now recalculate its approach in the region. Advanced Philippine frigates mean China's maritime forces face greater risk and must act more cautiously. The realignment isn't about provoking China, but about creating a stable equilibrium for dialogue. The region is moving toward a more balanced, multipolar security environment. The BRP Raja Sulaiman is a strategic choice, full of promise but not without risk. Its main purpose, deterrence, convincing adversaries that aggression is too costly. Yet, new military hardware can be misread, risking escalation if not paired with clear diplomacy. The Philippines must stress these ships are defensive, upholding law, not threatening neighbors. A credible defense empowers diplomats, making negotiations more effective. The ship is as much a diplomatic tool as a military one. Robust communication with allies and adversaries is essential to avoid miscalculation. By combining strength with dialogue, the Philippines aims for a stable, secure regional order. The BRP Raja Sulaiman's arrival is a landmark for the Philippines and Asia. It's a story of a nation taking charge, forging partnerships, and investing in its own defense. This moment inspires hope for a region governed by law, not force. The Japan-Philippines bond shows how middle powers can shape a more balanced, multipolar future. Their friendship, born from reconciliation, is a beacon for the world. The ship is a product of trust, diplomacy, and a shared vision for a secure future. As the sun sets over Manila Bay, the message is clear. Peace is built by nations determined to remain free. The horizon is brighter and more secure than ever before.